friends, I'm Kim from Cosmic Studios, and today I have freckles. Just in case you didn't notice, I do not normally have them. They are fake, but they are fun. My mom wasn't crazy about them, but at least she's honest, and she knows she can tell me that. That's fine. I just wanted to try them out. You can share your thoughts, but you don't have to. Anyway, that's not why we're here today, though. I just thought I would point that out immediately because somebody is bound to. As with all good things, this year must come to an end at some point, and it will on December 31st, as we all know and love. I am, by design, a planner girl. I always have been. I started off absolutely loving the Lisa Frank scratch and sniff stickers. Does anybody remember those? I am aging myself, I know, and that's okay. Yes, I'm in a sweatshirt. It's chilly here today. I'm not going to say how cold because many of you will say I'm being a giant baby. And I probably am, being a little more dramatic than I need to be. However, that said, I will say not only did I love the Lisa Frank scratch and sniff stickers, but I had a whole sticker album, and every time I would get stickers, I would have to buy two. One for practical use and one just to store. And I think I held on to that thing until I had my daughter, and then I think I let her have my sticker album with all of my prized stickers in it. That, I'm going to honestly say, in the 80s is when I began my, and I'll call it a junk journal. We didn't have a name for it then. We just kept our bits and pieces and all of that stuff. And as a kid, we went to Canada, went camping with my grandma and grandpa, my two cousins and I. We had a summer trip that lasted either 7 or 8 weeks. It was quite a while, and it was a blast. We had so much fun. And we went to Canada, and we thought it was really cool that if something there in Canada, because the dollar conversion was, you know, the American dollar was worth more. If you bought something for $1.25 in Canada, you got money back with $1. You're like, oh, here's $1, and you get money back. Anyhow, I kept a Lifesavers wrapper from Canada. Let's put it this way. I don't care what it was. If it came in a wrapper or had a sticker that I could peel off, it was in my summer book. Fast forward to when I was in high school. If I didn't have a Franklin planner, I had those little tiny purse calendars that you could just slide into your purse. Am I right? I'm right. Anyhow, all through high school, if I didn't have one of those, I had a Franklin paper planner, and then I had a Palm Pilot. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Palm Pilots. Does anybody remember those? There was another one that I had too. I don't remember what it was, but it was some sort of an e-device, and it was right as cell phones were first coming out. You know, the old flip phones that had an hour and a half worth of talk time on them? Yeah, those. But you couldn't sync it to that. You couldn't do much with an old cell phone other than call people and text going A, B, C. Remember those? Anyway, so the Palm Pilot, and I have tracked things for years. I've always been a paper girl. Paper and pen. In fact, I really wanted to open a stationery store. That was pretty much what I wanted to do when I graduated high school. I just really thought that would be a fun thing to do. And even when I started my first job, I still had that dream of I want to own a stationery store because paper and pens and, oh, wouldn't that be delicious? And then you had Office Depot, Office Max, and Staples, and the next thing you knew, all of the little mom and pop stationery stores were gone. So there went my dream. So anyway, fast forward to today when we have cell phones, and I don't use I have a digital planner. I use a paper planner. I feel like if I write it down, I might have more of a chance of remembering it. I'm not going to say that I do or don't. I'm going to say that I have a better chance. But my cell phone, I've tried, and I do keep track of some things on there just to, you know, For instance, as I'm the last one out of the house, the dog door needs to go on so that he can't get out into the backyard and annihilate the pool guy. So today, I would like to do an unboxing. And full disclosure, the very first time I saw an Erin Condren life planner was when my daughter came home with one. She was in college. She, I think she was in a sorority, and they were kind of a big deal. I personally fell so madly in love with it, and I have had one, I'm going to say, from the year 2013 up till this year. I did not buy one. They usually have some sort of a deal in August. I didn't buy one. Last year, I did buy myself an Erin Condren life planner, but I also bought myself the life planner Scribbles That Matter. And it was pretty much blank on the inside, which gives you all sorts of carte blanche to do what you want to do. Customize it however you want it. There are things that just didn't work for me with the Erin Condren, and I could see where people who are really, really, really detailed in every little facet of their life would love a life planner like that. I'm not going to say that one in particular, but one similar to that just has so many places to write and doodle, and you have everything. The Scribbles That Matter, what I liked about is the fact that I customize it, I do what I want with it. And if there's a week that I just don't even set up for it, then that happens. I don't typically set up a month at a time. I have, and then I've gone through times where I don't. This year, I'm planning to. I'm definitely planning to make sure that I get my thoughts in, I get it done, so that I'm only having to sit down and really focus on it once a month. Really, really focus on it, and then daily I plan to look in here and see what I've got. But anyway, without further ado, shall we open her up? I got her in the color mustard. I go through periods where I absolutely love the color mustard yellow. And then I go through periods where I might want a teal or a purple or a blue or whatever. This year we went with the mustard yellow. Ta-da! So, one thing that is very nice about the planner, aside from it being embossed, wow. Okay, my last one, I'm trying to think, was it this embossed? Because I actually have it in a leather cover. But it comes with a pin, which is fantastic. This one is the dotted. We're going to slip that off. We don't need it. STM, Scribbles That Matter. It's got the key code page, the index pages, numbered pages, a pin test page, premium quality paper. It's got the lay flat design, and attached pin loop, vegan leather. So if you're worried about that, this is vegan leather. And right here it says, know yourself. I think it's cute. It's really, really embossed. I can't remember if my one from last year is, I don't remember it feeling this satisfying. Anyway, it has an expansive inner pocket, 2 bookmarks, and rounded corners. All of that stuff matters to me. I'm not going to sit here and set this up. I'm not ready to do that. I do plan on making a video when I do, though, because, again, this channel is all things craft, and what is more crafty than one person's journal? Can be pretty crafty. This is something that it comes with every year that I absolutely love. If you have a hard time figuring out your page breakdown, you could put it this way across your page, and it'll tell you, you know, if you're trying to break your page into half, thirds, fourths, this is your guide. And it'll work this way as well, however you want to do your planner. It also comes with, so this comes with their little card. It says, Scribbles that matter. We really hope you enjoy your purchase. We believe notebooks are eliminators of overwhelm, mental well-being guardians, stress relievers, productivity enhancers, memory keepers, and creative outlets. All true for me, especially the creative outlet. There's times when I don't feel like doing anything creative, but just sitting down and holding this and flipping through the pages, making a couple doodles, I'm happy. STM is a movement that encourages the life-changing potential of the lost art of scribbling, designs innovation yet subtle, sustainable products, and donates to people who struggle with mental health. Okay, I just love this a lot more. Just right there. I know people who struggle with mental health, and I think this is really, really cool. And you have just become part of that movement. I kind of want to cry. I'm feeling emotional right now. And it says, surprise! I don't know why, but anyway, thank you for shopping STM. We really appreciate you. We have something for you. Hold the code above in your phone's camera app or visit scribblesthatmatter.com/surprise. Kind of excited to see what this is. But let's get into the meat and the potatoes of this. Here's your key code. You set this up any way you want, or a lot of people will just literally glue these two pages together and be done with it. They don't even want to deal with it. And that's fine. You do you. Whatever you want to do, this is where you're going to write who the planner belongs to. I always put information down in here that is pertinent to me. My Instagram account. I don't usually do my Facebook account, but mostly my Instagram account. And I will put my email address on here, because if this ever gets lost, you know, honestly, somebody else's journal and personal writings mean nothing to anybody but the person who owns it. If I ever found somebody's journal and I couldn't get it back to them, I would be heartbroken for them. Anyway, we go off and we've got some pages here. And we have our index. And they give you, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4... pages of indexes, and I'm going to tell you, I used my planner for the entire year last year, and I didn't even use all 4 of the index pages. So this has, let me look. Okay, so back here we have this nice expandable folder, which is really good for holding, fingers. Really good for holding this back here. I usually don't put this in here though. Like I said, I keep my planner well protected in a leather cover. Okay, so this has a pin test page back here. It has 161 dot grid pages. This page back here, I'm going to just tell you right now, I don't think that this is a fair pin test page, and I'll tell you why. This page here is not as thick as this page here. And I don't know if you can tell, but this one is almost like the thickness of 2 pages. This one is 1 normal page, but this honestly feels like somebody took 2 pages and stuck them together. So for me personally, it's kind of like, it's not a fair pen test page. I'm going to use it anyway because I may use my 161 pages this time around. I didn't last time. Is that 161 or 151? Good Lord, my eyes are terrible. I am going to use my my phone's magnifier on here because I don't want to give misinformation. So I'm going to make sure that I am telling you how many pages it has. 150. So this is page 151. It has 150 pages. For me personally, I don't do habit trackers. I don't do book trackers. I don't do movie trackers. This year may be the year that I might have to do a certain tracker, and we'll get into that at a later date, not in this video. The one thing that I do really have to track for work is my vacation, sick time, and my my floating holiday. That absolutely have to keep track of that, because can you imagine if you kept having to ask your boss, ooh, look at this. This is so pretty. So we have a yellow page marker and we have a gray page marker, and they're so I just like the contrast of the gray and the yellow. Besides, the gray kind of matches my sweatshirt, kind of liking that. It is funny because it does seem like the gray one is just a tad bit shorter. Am I wrong? The gray one's a little shorter. We can fix that and make the yellow one a little shorter too, but honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that one is a little bit shorter than the other. Right here, this is 2026. You guys are looking at it. I do plan on letting you in on watching me fill it a little bit here and there. I don't think we're going to do a whole monthly, here's watch me sit down and do my planner, but I do want to do my first initial setup because I do have some things that I think are kind of cool. Love that. Chef's kiss. So happy about that. Anyway, so this here I wanted to share with you because it is my favorite planner now. I don't want a planner that is filled in, and I'm going to tell you something too. I absolutely love, adore, and respect Amanda Rach Lee. If you have never watched her planner videos, let me tell you, you can get really sucked in. She's amazing. She has got talent beyond. I've been watching her for years, and I love watching her create her art and do her stuff. And she launched not only a paper planner, but she launched a digital planner. I have purchased both. I have used them both right next to each other just to give myself a feel for which one I like best. A couple of years in a row, I did both Amanda Rach Lee, both the digital and the paper, and then I also did Erin Condren, and my excuse was, well, my Erin Condren is for work. Oh, you know, girls will make up anything, won't they? We will. I will. I will make up whatever I can to, you know, make it make sense to somebody else. And why do I have to justify myself to anybody? I pay my bills. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this little unboxing and this little mini chat that we had. I do plan on doing a video when I get ready to set it up, which will be soon within the next couple of weeks. Let me just tell you too, the pen that came with my Scribbles That Matter planner last year is still very much in awesome shape, and I use it a lot. So shout out to the Scribbler, because this is a really, really good pen, and like I said, I use it a lot. That said, I also eventually would like to do a video on pens, what kind of pens work best on what kind of paper, because I feel like that's always something that frustrated me. Like, I want to write on this Polaroid picture, not on the bottom part, like it, and sometimes you can't because you have the wrong pen. It's just like when they give you the receipt at the end of your dinner and then they give you a ballpoint pen and you're like, oh boy. And you have to write super light and you have to do it just right or nothing's going to happen. You are not going anywhere with that thing. So I think I'm going to do a video on that eventually, just giving everybody a little bit of guidance on what pens to use on what paper, what works best, what doesn't. On the Scribbles That Matter, I'm going to say ballpoint pen, gel pen, felt tip pen, all work really well. I am going to say that if you take a Sharpie permanent marker to one of these pages, you're probably not going to love it. Because there is going to be, if not straight up bleed through, at least some shadowing. That's just all there is to it. But these pages are very thick. I wonder if it says how thick they are. That is the one thing I don't think that they say on here is what the GSM is, and it might also might help to put my glasses on, and because I will give you bad information otherwise. I have already proven that to you. So glasses on. Let's see. Scribbles That Matter. Did you know that they come from London? They are designed in the UK, printed in China, shipped to America. God bless them. Anyway, no, it doesn't tell, but I do think it's 160 GSM. I'm not positive on that. I don't think they say it anywhere in here or back here, but I'm almost positive that it is a 160 GSM page. And if you know, you know. 160 is very good. 140 is also really good. 120, you're starting to get a little thinner, but still good. These pages have some tooth to them, so I like that. They're not completely smooth. They do have a little bit of toothiness, I guess that's the best way to say it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I put up a new video, which I'm going to be trying to do every Saturday. Let's see, what else? Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And I hope you have a great journey in life ahead. Thank you.